As the first rays of sunlight pierce the horizon, the savannah awakens beneath a shimmering veil of gold. The landscape stretches endlessly, a tapestry of grasses and scattered acacia trees, where every shadow conceals a story of survival. Predators emerge from the tall grass, their movements calculated and silent, eyes fixed on the herds that graze warily nearby. Antelope, ever vigilant, sense the tension in the air and erupt into motion, hooves pounding the earth in a desperate bid for safety. The relentless African sun climbs higher, its heat drawing shimmering mirages from the cracked soil. Grazers cluster near the last patches of green, their survival dependent on finding nourishment before the land is stripped bare. In stark contrast, the frozen tundra lies far to the north, where life clings to existence beneath a blanket of snow. Here, every heartbeat is a triumph against the cold, and every step is measured against the threat of starvation. Across the globe, the wild is a stage for complex strategies. Lions communicate with subtle glances and tail flicks, orchestrating ambushes with military precision. Wolves synchronize their movements, weaving through forests as a single, cohesive unit. Overhead, flocks of birds ride invisible currents, their formations shifting in perfect harmony to conserve energy and evade predators. Within the pride, lions reinforce bonds through grooming and play, each member's role vital to the group's survival. In the tundra, a lemming darts between tufts of grass, its tiny heart racing as it evades the ever-present threat of predation. Every animal, large or small, is locked in a perpetual contest of wit and will. Lionesses demonstrate the art of the hunt to their cubs, guiding them through the intricacies of stalking and ambush. High above, a parent bird returns to its nest, delicately feeding its chicosics, each meal a lifeline in a world of uncertainty. On the ground, meerkats take turns standing sentinel, scanning the horizon for danger with unwavering focus. Adaptation is the currency of survival. A chameleon shifts its colours to vanish among the leaves, evading both predator and prey. Elephants, led by wise matriarchs, navigate treacherous rivers, their calves shielded by the herd's protective circle. In the arid desert, cacti store precious water, their spines deterring hungry herbivores. Cooperation is a powerful force. African wild dogs rely on intricate teamwork, each member playing a specific role in the hunt. In the Antarctic, emperor penguins endure brutal winds by forming dense huddles, sharing warmth and sheltering their young. Beavers reshape entire landscapes, constructing dams that create new habitats for countless species. The journey for sustenance is relentless. Elephant herds march across parched plains, guided by memory and the promise of distant water. Cheetahs explode into action, their slender bodies built for speed as they pursue fleet-footed gazelles. On the polar ice, bears traverse shifting flows, their survival hinging on the hunt for elusive seals. Every species, no matter how small, is a vital thread in the fabric of life. Bees transfer pollen from bloom to bloom, ensuring the next generation of plants. Vultures cleanse the land, recycling nutrients and preventing disease. Beneath the waves, coral reefs pulse with life, each fish and invertebrate contributing to the ecosystem's balance. This is the wild, untamed and unforgiving, a realm where every heartbeat is a gamble and every day is a victory against the odds. Join us as we delve deeper into the savannah's hidden dramas, where the struggle for life unfolds in breathtaking detail, and the balance of nature is both fragile and fierce. The African savanna unfolds in a breathtaking panorama, its golden grasses shimmering beneath the relentless sun, acacia trees casting slender shadows across the endless plains. This is a world where every heartbeat is a thread in a vast, living tapestry, one woven not by solitary struggle, but by the intricate choreography of collective strength and shared purpose. Within this boundless expanse, the lion pride emerges as a masterclass in unity. Lionesses, the architects of the hunt, move with silent determination, their eyes locked in mutual understanding. Each gesture, a flick of the tail, a subtle glance, transmits strategy as they weave an invisible net around their quarry. Some lionesses surge forward, driving the herd into confusion, while others melt into the grass, poised for the decisive ambush. When the signal is given, the pride's assault is a marvel of precision. Against the formidable buffalo, only flawless coordination can tip the scales. The dominant males, their manes bristling with authority, stand sentinel, ready to defend both pride and prize. Yet it is the lioness's seamless cooperation, their trust, timing and courage, that transforms the hunt into a triumph of collective will. Spotted hyenas, often cast as villains, reveal a different kind of power, one rooted in discipline and hierarchy. Led by a commanding matriarch, each clan member fulfills a precise role, their actions synchronized with military efficiency. During hunts, hyenas communicate through haunting whoops and subtle body language, orchestrating complex maneuvers that test the limits of endurance and resolve. When hyenas and lions meet, the air crackles with tension as numbers, confidence and strategy collide in a silent contest of dominance. African wild dogs, the savanna's most relentless hunters, exemplify the pinnacle of teamwork. With only a few thousand left in the wild, every individual's effort is indispensable. Before the chase, the pack gathers in a flurry of greetings. High-pitched twittering and ritual sneezing serve as a democratic signal, uniting the group in purpose. Their bond is forged in necessity, sharpened by the demands of survival. Once the hunt begins, wild dogs move as a single organism, each member anticipating the next's movement. Their stamina is legendary, covering kilometers in pursuit of prey. After the kill, a remarkable ritual unfolds. Adults regurgitate meat for pups and weaker packmates, ensuring that the fruits of their labor nourish every member. This selfless sharing cements the pack's unity, reinforcing the bonds that make their success possible. Across the savanna, apex predators wield influence far beyond the hunt. By regulating populations of antelope, wildebeest and buffalo, they prevent overgrazing, safeguarding the delicate equilibrium of the grasslands. Their presence shapes migration patterns, influences breeding cycles, and maintains the intricate balance upon which all life here depends. When the hunt concludes, the savanna's recyclers take center stage. Hyenas and vultures, each equipped with specialized adaptations, descend upon the remains. Their efficiency in stripping carcasses not only recycles vital nutrients, but also curbs the spread of disease, ensuring the land remains fertile and vibrant for generations to come. Every encounter, be it a tense standoff, a synchronized pursuit, or a moment of communal feeding, adds a new thread to the savanna's complex web. Here, alliances shift, rivalries ignite, and cooperation flourishes, each interaction shaping the destiny of countless species. In this untamed expanse, true power is measured not by brute force, but by the strength of bonds, familial, social, and instinctive. The discipline of the pride, the unity of the pack, and the silent agreements between predator and scavenger all converge to sustain the heartbeat of the savannah. Here, every life is a testament to the enduring legacy of teamwork. Across the immense African wilderness, not all predators rely on the strength of numbers. Some excel in solitude, depending on their own intelligence, physical prowess, and adaptability to survive in environments where few can endure. The leopard, a solitary master of stealth, moves silently through the tall grasses. Its rosette-patterned coat merges perfectly with the interplay of sunlight and shadow, rendering it nearly invisible to both prey and rival carnivores. With formidable jaws and remarkable agility, the leopard ambushes unsuspecting prey, then hauls its catch high into the branches. Elevated above the reach of lions and hyenas, it feeds in seclusion, protected from scavengers and competitors alike. The cheetah, Africa's supreme sprinter, depends on explosive acceleration to overtake swift antelope. Yet this speed comes at a price. After the chase, the cheetah must consume its meal rapidly, always alert for the approach of more powerful carnivores drawn by the scent of fresh kill. In the rivers and watering holes, the Nile crocodile stands as an ancient ambush predator. Remaining motionless for hours, it waits just beneath the surface, eyes and nostrils barely visible. When prey draws near, it explodes from the water with astonishing force, dragging its victim into the depths with a crushing bite. The hippopotamus, though strictly herbivorous, is among Africa's most formidable survivors. Its massive size and powerful jaws make it a dominant force in both river and on land. Fiercely territorial, the hippo uses its amphibious nature to graze under the cover of night and defend its aquatic territory by day. The honey badger, though small in stature, is renowned for its resilience. Armoured with loose, tough skin and equipped with razor-sharp claws, it fearlessly raids beehives, excavates burrowing prey, and confronts venomous snakes, often prevailing in encounters that would defeat much larger animals. Each of these solitary hunters and unlikely survivors has developed a specialized set of strategies: camouflage, speed, brute force, or sheer audacity, allowing them to secure a place in a landscape where adaptability is the key to survival. From the cheetah's lightning dash across open plains to the honey badger's relentless search for food, these animals exemplify the remarkable diversity of survival tactics found in Africa's wild heart. Here, survival is a constant interplay of light and shadow, strength and subtlety. Each creature forges its own path, sometimes concealed, sometimes daring, through a world of perpetual challenge. In this demanding environment, true resilience is defined not only by power, but by ingenuity, persistence, and the relentless will to survive against overwhelming odds. Across the immense expanse of Asia, tigers have evolved to conquer two of the planet's most formidable frontiers. In the remote, frostbitten forests of Siberia, the Amur taiga, draped in a dense, pale coat, moves with spectral grace through a world sculpted by ice and silence. Here, winter's grip is absolute, plunging temperatures to bone-chilling lows and blanketing the land in deep, unyielding snow. The Siberian tiger's massive paws act as natural snowshoes, distributing its weight and allowing it to glide over drifts that would swallow lesser creatures. Its thick fur, layered with insulating fat, shields it from the relentless cold, while its acute senses pierce the stillness, detecting the faintest rustle of a distant seeker deer or wild boar. In this frozen domain, survival is a relentless test of endurance and ingenuity. The Siberian taiga's solitary patrols can span over 100 square kilometers, each step a calculated investment of precious energy. It stalks with unwavering patience, blending seamlessly into the monochrome landscape, waiting for the precise moment when the odds tip in its favor. The silence of the taiga is broken only by the soft crunch of snow beneath its paws, or the sudden, explosive pursuit of prey through the undergrowth. Far to the south, the Bengal taiga presides over a realm transformed by heat, monsoon rains, and riotous growth. The jungles of India and Southeast Asia are a tapestry of tangled vines, towering sal trees, and dense bamboo thickets. Here, the taiga's vibrant orange coat, streaked with bold black stripes, becomes a masterstroke of camouflage, fracturing its outline in the shifting mosaic of sunlight and shadow. The air is thick with humidity, alive with the calls of birds and the rustle of unseen creatures. In this lush, labyrinthine world, the Bengal taiga is a phantom, its movements nearly imperceptible as it glides through tall grasses and tangled undergrowth. Every step is measured, every muscle coiled in anticipation. Its hearing is finely tuned to the faintest crackle of a hoof, its nose capable of discerning the scent of prey carried on the damp breeze. When the moment arrives, the taiga erupts from concealment with astonishing speed, launching itself at deer or wild boar in a blur of muscle and claws. The challenges faced by these two subspecies are as distinct as the landscapes they inhabit. In the north, the Siberian taiga contends with scarcity. Prey is elusive, and the cold is a constant adversary. Each successful hunt is a triumph of strength and strategy, a vital victory in a world where hunger is never far away. In the south, the Bengal taiga's struggle is defined by abundance and competition. The jungle teems with life, but so too does it harbour rivals. Leopards, wild dogs, and even other tigers, all vying for territory and food. Both tigers are solitary by nature, their lives shaped by an intimate knowledge of their domains. They mark their territories with scent and claw, patrolling invisible boundaries that stretch across forests and grasslands. Every hunt is a solitary endeavour, demanding not only physical prowess, but also a profound understanding of the rhythms of the land. Their presence reverberates through the ecosystem, regulating prey populations and maintaining the delicate equilibrium of their habitats. The Siberian taiga's world is one of stark contrasts. Icy silence punctuated by bursts of violence, endless white, broken only by the flash of striped fur. It is a creature of resilience, adapted to endure the harshest winters and the leanest times. The Bengal taiga, by contrast, is a master of stealth and surprise, thriving in a world of abundance, but forever challenged by the competition and unpredictability of the jungle. Yet both face mounting threats that transcend their natural adversaries. Expanding agriculture, logging, and relentless deforestation gnaw away at their ancient strongholds, fragmenting the forests that have sheltered them for millennia. Poaching, driven by the illegal wildlife trade, claims tigers and their prey alike, pushing populations ever closer to the brink. Even the rare white Bengal taiga, a genetic marvel, now survives almost exclusively behind the bars of captivity, a living reminder of what stands to be lost. The future of these magnificent cats is inextricably tied to the fate of their habitats. Protecting the forests, whether shrouded in snow or alive with monsoon rains, means safeguarding the intricate web of life that sustains the taiga and countless other species. Every silent step, every piercing gaze, is a testament to the wild's enduring mystery and fragility. Only through unwavering commitment to conservation can we ensure that the solitary power of the taiga continues to haunt the forests of ice and jungle, a living emblem of nature's resilience and majesty for generations yet to come. In the far north, winter dominates the landscape, shaping every aspect of life. Temperatures routinely plunge to extremes, and relentless blizzards sweep across the tundra, transforming the wilderness into a realm of silence and frost. Here, only the most resourceful and resilient creatures endure. Grey wolves exemplify the power of unity. Their tightly bonded packs navigate the snow-laden forests with precision, each member contributing to the hunt. Dense, layered fur shields them from the cold, while muscular limbs propel them through deep snow. Together, they pursue formidable prey such as elk and muskox, relying on coordinated tactics and relentless stamina to secure a meal. Within the pack, the alpha pair alone produces offspring, ensuring the strongest traits persist. The entire group collaborates to nurture the young, sharing food and warmth at the heart of winter. This collective effort is vital, forging a bond that enables the pack to withstand the season's harshest trials. Their haunting howls reverberate across the frozen expanse, serving as both a rallying signal and a territorial warning. These vocalizations strengthen social ties and define boundaries, turning the stillness of winter into a living soundscape of survival. The Eurasian lynx, a solitary and elusive predator, is engineered for stealth. Its broad, fur-lined paws distribute weight evenly, allowing it to glide silently atop the snow. With exceptional vision and acute hearing, the lynx patiently stalks its quarry, hares and birds, before launching a swift, decisive attack from cover. The Arctic fox is a marvel of adaptation, cloaked in one of the densest winter coats found in nature. Its fur shifts from brown to white with the seasons, providing seamless camouflage. During the coldest months, it tunnels beneath the snow in search of lemmings, guided by an extraordinary sense of hearing that detects even the faintest movement below the surface. When blizzards strike, the fox curls tightly, conserving precious warmth until the storm subsides. The red fox thrives through adaptability. Its acute hearing pinpoints the subtle movements of rodents beneath the snow. With a sudden, calculated leap, it plunges headfirst to seize its hidden prey. Some researchers suggest the red fox may even use Earth's magnetic field to gauge the distance and direction of its pounce, a remarkable adaptation for hunting in the vast white wilderness. Across this icy domain, every species has evolved a distinct survival strategy. From the cooperative wolves to the solitary lynx and the ingenious foxes, each adaptation is a direct response to the relentless cold and scarcity of resources. Their endurance stands as a testament to nature's ingenuity. Even in the most unforgiving environments, life persists, flourishing against the odds, shaped by the challenges of the frozen north. Beneath the immaculate white surface of the Arctic, an extraordinary world flourishes, invisible to the eye. This is the subnivean zone, a complex network of tunnels and chambers meticulously crafted by the region's smallest residents. Here, lemmings and voles remain active even as winter's grip tightens. They carve winding passageways just above the frozen soil, their bodies pressing through the snow, creating a hidden labyrinth that shields them from the relentless cold and the ever-watchful eyes of predators. The snow itself forms a protective barrier, trapping geothermal warmth and maintaining a stable microclimate. Within this insulated layer, temperatures remain far milder than the frigid air above, allowing life to persist when the world outside is inhospitable. Under this silent, unbroken blanket, the subnivean zone becomes a sanctuary. Here, the pulse of life continues, unseen but essential, as countless creatures go about their daily struggle for survival. These industrious mammals forage tirelessly for seeds, roots and mosses buried beneath the snow. Their constant movement not only sustains them, but also aerates the soil and distributes nutrients, subtly transforming the landscape from below. Above, predators like the Arctic fox and hunting owls patrol the frozen expanse. They rely on the faintest hints, soft sounds, shifting snow, or the delicate scent of life, to pinpoint the hidden activity beneath their feet. Owls, with their acute sense of hearing, perch motionless, attuned to the subtlest rustle below. Every muscle tensed, they wait for the precise moment when opportunity presents itself. In a flash, an owl plunges through the snow, breaking the surface in a silent, calculated strike. With remarkable precision, it seizes its prey, a testament to the delicate balance between hunter and hunted in this frozen world. When rodent populations flourish, the abundance below the snow's surface fuels a surge of new life above. Snowy owls lay large clutches, their nests overflowing with chicks, each one a living testament to the richness hidden beneath the snow. In years of scarcity, when the tunnels grow quiet and food is hard to find, breeding may halt altogether. The silence above mirrors the struggle below, as every creature fights to endure the long, unforgiving winter. This intricate relationship, rodents thriving in their hidden world, predators ever vigilant above, forms the foundation of the Arctic ecosystem. Each movement below sends ripples through the food web, connecting all life across the tundra. Even the smallest creatures, rarely seen and often underestimated, are vital architects of survival. Their daily actions sustain not only themselves, but also the larger animals that depend on them. The hidden world beneath the snow is more than a refuge. It is the living heart of the Arctic. Every tunnel, every heartbeat, and every silent struggle beneath the surface ensures that life above can endure the harshest season of all. In the world's most unforgiving environments, survival demands extraordinary resilience. For many species, migration is a vital strategy, an epic journey shaped by instinct, memory, and the relentless pursuit of life. Each year, Arctic reindeer embark on a migration spanning up to 750 miles. They traverse frozen rivers, navigate treacherous ice fields, and endure blizzards, all while following ancient routes imprinted in their collective memory and led by experienced matriarchs. Their bodies are engineered for survival. Hooves adapt to icy terrain, widening and sharpening for grip, while their vision shifts to ultraviolet, allowing them to detect lichen beneath the snow and spot predators in the dim Arctic light. Some animals endure winter not by moving, but by retreating. Brown bears enter deep dens as the cold descends, slowing their heartbeats and recycling water internally. For months they survive without food or sunlight, relying on stored fat reserves. Inside these secluded dens, mothers give birth and nourish their cubs with energy-rich milk. By the time spring arrives, a mother may have lost nearly half her body weight, ensuring her offspring are strong enough to face the outside world. Migration and hibernation represent nature's most refined survival tactics. Whether crossing vast distances or enduring months of stillness, these strategies showcase the remarkable adaptability and endurance of wildlife. Every movement through blinding snow, every heartbeat in a frozen den, is a testament to the struggle against hunger, the need to evade predators, and the challenge of surviving winter's relentless assault. For the young, survival is a lesson learned through adversity. Under the guidance of their mothers, they discover how to find shelter, conserve energy, and adapt to the harsh realities of their environment. Every track pressed into the snow, every den carved from earth and ice, tells a story of endurance, etched into the landscape and woven into the fabric of the wild. As the first rays of dawn spill across the wild savanna, the landscape stirs with a quiet anticipation. The golden light reveals a living mosaic, where every creature, every rustle and every call is a vital note in nature's grand composition. Here, survival is not a solitary pursuit, but a complex interplay of instincts, adaptations, and ancient rhythms. Deep within the Gir forest, the majestic Asiatic lion commands respect, its presence shaping the very fabric of the ecosystem. Nearby, leopards slip through the undergrowth, their movements silent and precise, masters of stealth and patience. Dholes, the wild dogs of India, move as a single entity, each member attuned to the others, their coordinated hunts a testament to the power of unity. These apex predators coexist in a delicate equilibrium, their territories overlapping, their lives entwined by competition and mutual avoidance. Above the forest floor, monkeys traverse the canopy with acrobatic grace, their sharp eyes ever vigilant for danger. Peafowl, resplendent in iridescent plumage, perch high in the branches, their calls piercing the morning air. Together, these sentinels form a living alarm system, their warnings rippling through the forest and granting a fleeting advantage to those who heed them. Towering above the undergrowth, Indian elephants move with deliberate strength, guided by the wisdom of their matriarchs. Their massive bodies reshape the land, toppling trees, carving new trails, and opening sunlit glades that become havens for countless species. As they journey, seeds cling to their skin and are deposited far from their origin, fostering regeneration and diversity across the forest. On the verdant floor, herds of gar and sambar deer graze with measured intent. Their selective feeding patterns sculpt the vegetation, encouraging the growth of certain plants while suppressing others. This subtle landscaping creates a patchwork of habitats, each supporting a unique assembly of insects, birds, and small mammals. When the cycle of life reaches its end, scavengers emerge as nature's custodians. Vultures descend in swirling flocks, their keen eyesight detecting the faintest trace of carrion. Jackals, ever opportunistic, join the feast, ensuring that every remnant is consumed. Overhead, raptors glide on thermals, their vigilant presence maintaining the delicate balance between life and decay. From the thunderous march of elephants to the delicate flutter of birds foraging among the leaf litter, each animal fulfills a role that is both unique and indispensable. Their actions resonate through the ecosystem, forging connections that bind the community together in a web of mutual dependence. As dusk settles and the forest is bathed in amber light, the savanna pulses with a vitality that is both ancient and ever-renewing. This intricate symphony, composed over millennia, is a living testament to the resilience of biodiversity and the profound interconnections that sustain the wild heart of India. Each note, each movement is essential. Together they create a masterpiece that endures through the ages. At the core of the savanna, each dawn signals a new cycle in the intricate dance of existence. The lion pride advances with unwavering intent, elephants follow ancient migratory routes, and wildebeest surge across the plains in a spectacle of endurance. Every creature, from the tiniest insect to the apex predator, is essential in sustaining the equilibrium of this vast ecosystem. The savanna forms a living mosaic. Giraffes reach for the highest acacia leaves, zebras graze in cohesive groups, and elephants congregate at life-giving water sources. Their actions are interdependent. Each step and choice reverberates through the environment, influencing the survival of countless others. However, this equilibrium faces mounting threats. Forests diminish, grasslands wither, and the calls of endangered species echo across increasingly barren expanses. The Siberian taiga navigates vanishing woodlands. African wild dogs traverse fragmented territories, and solitary animals wander parched landscapes in search of sanctuary. These stark warnings are inscribed in the dust: fading tracks, deserted habitats, and the silence left by vanished species. Each absence weakens the intricate web of life, signalling a loss that reverberates throughout the ecosystem. Yet resilience persists. In protected reserves, herds gather at thriving watering holes, and the land regenerates where conservation is prioritized. By preserving habitats and restoring wild spaces, the foundation for recovery is laid, allowing species to prosper and ecological networks to strengthen. Each sunrise over the savanna is a testament to nature's endurance. Tracks etched in the earth narrate stories of survival and kinship, while the unity of the lion pride and the subtle cooperation among species reveal the profound interdependence that sustains life. In this realm, collaboration is essential. Lions coordinate their hunts with precision, elephants form protective circles around their young, birds move in harmonious flocks, and wild dogs depend on complex teamwork. These alliances are the cornerstone of survival in the wild. As daylight returns, the gaze of the wild reveals both vulnerability and resilience. Flourishing herds and vibrant habitats stand as evidence that, when protected, nature's diversity can thrive. The destiny of the wild is shaped by our stewardship. Through dedicated conservation and respect for the intricate balance of life, the legacy of the savanna endures, offering hope and harmony for generations yet to come. Across the vast golden plains, a silent drama unfolds with every heartbeat. The savanna stretches endlessly, bathed in the gentle glow of dawn, its grasses shimmering with the promise of both opportunity and danger. The savanna is not merely a backdrop. It is a living arena where predator and prey are bound in an endless, intricate dance. Every blade of grass, every shadow, becomes part of the stage upon which survival is contested. Here, every movement is purposeful, every sense attuned to the subtlest change in the environment. The impalas graze, but their bodies remain tense, muscles coiled, ready to spring at the faintest sign of threat. A herd of impalas grazes in the morning light, ears flicking, eyes vigilant. Their delicate balance between feeding and vigilance is a testament to their evolutionary refinement. Their lives are a constant balance between nourishment and alertness. Each mouthful of grass is weighed against the ever-present risk of ambush. Nearby, a coalition of cheetahs moves with calculated precision, muscles rippling beneath sleek coats. Their bodies are built for speed, but their strategy is one of patience and timing. They watch, wait, and measure the distance, timing their approach to the rhythm of the wind and the patterns of the herd. Every decision is critical, every second counts. Predators and prey are locked in a delicate equilibrium. The success of one means the survival of the other is threatened, yet both are essential to the ecosystem's health. Gazelles, wildebeest and zebras have evolved keen senses and swift reflexes, responding to the faintest rustle of grass or the sudden hush of birds. Their survival depends on anticipation and rapid response. Each escape sharpens their instincts, each chase strengthens the predator. The cheetah's explosive speed, the lion's patient ambush, each hunting style is a masterpiece of adaptation. The wild dog's relentless pursuit is a display of teamwork and endurance. Packs coordinate with remarkable precision, communicating through subtle signals and shared intent. But this relationship is more than a contest of strength and speed. It is a dynamic force shaping the evolution of both hunter and hunted. It is a catalyst for evolution, driving the development of sharper eyesight, faster legs, and intricate social behaviours. Every adaptation is a response to the challenges posed by the other. The vigilance of prey shapes the tactics of hunters. Lions strategize as a pride, reading the movements of their quarry, while antelope herds react to the faintest hint of danger. The persistence of predators tests the boundaries of endurance and cooperation. Wild dogs encircle their prey, exploiting every weakness, while the herd relies on unity and speed. As the sun climbs higher, a pride of lions stalks through the tall grass, blending seamlessly with their surroundings. Their golden coats are nearly invisible among the swaying blades. The zebras cluster tighter, their stripes creating optical illusions that confuse would-be attackers. This visual trickery disrupts the predator's focus, buying precious seconds for escape. A sudden burst of motion, predators explode from cover, prey scatter in every direction. The air is filled with the thunder of hooves and the cries of alarm. The chase is swift, brutal, and fleeting. In seconds, the outcome is decided, success for the hunter or survival for the swiftest. Only a few will fall, but the survival of the many depends on these moments of peril. Each hunt is a test of skill, endurance, and luck. In this relentless cycle, every life lost nourishes another. The fallen become sustenance, their energy fueling the next generation. The pride feeds, their hunger sated for now, while vultures circle above, awaiting their turn in the cycle of consumption. Nothing is wasted. Scavengers and insects complete the cycle, returning nutrients to the earth. Even the smallest creatures play a vital role in the savanna's renewal. The savanna's balance is maintained not by peace, but by the perpetual tension between hunter and hunted. This tension is the engine of life, driving adaptation and resilience. Each encounter is a testament to the adaptability and resilience of both. The strategies and counter-strategies are ever evolving, shaped by countless generations. Predator and prey shape one another's destinies, forging a living system in which every heartbeat, every chase, and every escape is vital to the tapestry of life. The savanna thrives on this dynamic interplay. As dusk falls, the savanna quiets, but the dance continues in shadow. Night brings new hunters, and the cycle begins anew beneath the stars. In this realm, survival is never guaranteed, but it is always earned. Every creature, from the swiftest gazelle to the mightiest lion, is both challenger and challenged in the eternal dance of survival. Beneath the vast expanse of the African sky, the savanna's golden grasses ripple in the wind, signalling the start of another seasonal cycle. Here, the passage of time is marked by the subtle transformation of light and colour as the land shifts from one season to the next. The onset of the rains brings dramatic change, turning parched earth into a vibrant tapestry of green. Wildlife responds instantly, each species adjusting its habits to the new abundance. The first thunder echoes across the plains, as storm clouds gather and cast deep shadows over the thirsty land. The landscape is transformed, anticipation building with every shifting shadow. Torrential rains break the silence, saturating the soil and awakening dormant seeds. New shoots emerge, carpeting the plains in fresh growth and signalling a time of renewal. Wildebeest and zebra, once dispersed in search of sustenance, begin to regroup, drawn by the promise of water and grazing. Their numbers swell as they converge on the revitalized grasslands. Migrations create intricate patterns across the savannah, a living river of movement and life. These journeys are essential, ensuring access to food and water as conditions shift. Predators must also adapt to these changes. Lions and hyenas track the herds, adjusting their strategies to the new distribution of prey. With prey spread across vast distances, hunting becomes more challenging and demands greater patience. Cheetahs exploit the open terrain left by receding waters, relying on speed and timing. Leopards retreat to the trees, seeking vantage points and solitary opportunities. Along swollen riverbanks, they wait for the perfect moment to strike. As the rains subside, the savannah undergoes another transformation. Waterholes diminish, concentrating life around these vital resources. Competition intensifies as animals gather, each one dependent on the shrinking supply. Elephants excavate hidden water with their tusks, while antelope remain vigilant, sensing danger nearby. Predators conceal themselves in the tall grass, waiting for the vulnerable to approach. The grasses fade from green to gold, becoming sparse and brittle as resources dwindle. Grazers are forced to travel greater distances, expending precious energy in search of food. Only the strongest endure, leading the way as the weaker fall behind. Insects, too, are attuned to these cycles. Termites emerge in vast swarms after the first rains, a vital food source for many. Birds and small mammals seize the opportunity, feeding on the sudden abundance. Crocodiles remain motionless at the water's edge as impalas and buffalo approach with caution. The scarcity of safe drinking spots increases the risk for every animal that comes to drink. Every species on the savannah must adjust its rhythm to survive. Ostriches synchronize their nesting with the flush of new growth, ensuring their offspring have access to abundant food. Chicks thrive in these conditions, growing quickly in the safety of plentiful resources. Aardvarks respond by digging deeper burrows, retreating underground to escape the heat and conserve moisture. The savannah is a landscape of constant challenge, where only the most adaptable and resilient survive. Drought and abundance shape every inhabitant, forging strength through adversity. Behaviours evolve with each passing season, a testament to nature's ingenuity. As the next cycle approaches, clouds once again gather on the horizon, promising renewal and reminding all life that survival here is shaped by the relentless interplay of wind, rain and sun. On the savannah, adaptation and resilience are the keys to enduring the ever-changing world. As the final rays of sunlight slip beneath the horizon, the savannah undergoes a profound transformation. The gold and ochre plains are cloaked in a gentle twilight, and a hidden caste of nocturnal specialists begins to stir. Creatures whose existence is shaped by the cool, enveloping darkness. Beneath the rising moon, the air vibrates with the chorus of insects, their wings catching the faintest glimmers of starlight as they dance above the grasses. Termites ascend in shimmering columns, their fragile wings illuminated for a fleeting moment before becoming prey for bats, which twist and dive with astonishing agility, snatching their meals mid-flight. In the tall grass, the serval glides silently, its elongated legs and slender body perfectly adapted for stealth. Oversized ears rotate independently, triangulating the faintest tremor of a rodent beneath the earth. With a sudden, explosive leap, the serval vanishes into the shadows, pinning its quarry with surgical precision, an act of predation rarely witnessed by day. Elsewhere, the elusive aardwolf emerges from its burrow, its pale coat blending seamlessly with the moonlit earth. Unlike its formidable hyena relatives, the aardwolf is a gentle insectivore, using its long, sticky tongue to harvest thousands of termites in near silence, moving from mound to mound with methodical patience. Spring hares, with their powerful hind legs, bound across the open ground, pausing to dig for roots and tubers. Overhead, barn owls perch in silent vigilance, their acute hearing tuned to the faintest movement below. The night air vibrates with the haunting whoop of the spotted hyena, a signal that echoes for miles, marking territory and summoning clan members to a distant feast. In the distance, a herd of elephants moves with deliberate grace, their low rumbles communicating through the ground, guiding each other through the darkness toward hidden waterholes. High in the canopy, bush babies leap from branch to branch, their enormous eyes reflecting the moonlight as they forage for ripe fruit and insects, their calls sharp and piercing in the still air. Porcupines shuffle through the undergrowth, their quills rustling softly as they search for roots and fallen fruit, ever alert to the scent of predators. Genets, with their masked faces and ringed tails, move with feline agility along fallen logs, pausing to sniff the air before pouncing on unsuspecting insects or small birds. The darkness brings a shift in the balance of power. Predators emerge, their senses sharpened, their movements calculated and silent. Leopards, masters of stealth, glide through the moonlit grass, their rosetted coats rendering them nearly invisible as they stalk their prey with patient precision. Prey animals, ever vigilant, gather in tight clusters. Impalas stand shoulder to shoulder, their ears flicking at every sound, their bodies tense and ready to flee at the slightest hint of danger. The savannah at night is a realm of opportunity and risk, where every movement is measured and every shadow holds a secret. Acute senses are the currency of survival. Ears swivel, noses twitch, and eyes scan the darkness for the faintest sign of threat or opportunity. As the first blush of dawn tinges the horizon, the nocturnal dwellers slip away, vanishing into burrows and thickets, their nightly dramas concealed once more. In these shadowed hours, the savannah reveals a world of intricate relationships and silent struggles, a world where survival is etched in every whisper, every footfall, and every fleeting shadow beneath the stars. As dawn breaks across the African savannah, the golden light reveals a landscape shaped by the relentless pursuit of water. Waterholes scattered across the plains serve as vital oases in a world where rainfall is unpredictable and scarcity defines existence. The camera sweeps over a receding pool, its muddy perimeter imprinted with the tracks of countless species, evidence of the nightly congregation. Zebra and wildebeest move in cautious unison, their approach dictated by the necessity of hydration and the ever-present risk of predation. Elephants, with their remarkable memory and strength, excavate the dry riverbeds, exposing hidden reserves that sustain not only themselves, but a host of other animals. The congregation at the water's edge is fraught with tension, as vigilance becomes the currency of survival. Crocodiles remain perfectly still, their eyes barely breaking the surface, blending seamlessly with the murky shallows as they await the vulnerable. Predators such as lions and leopards utilize the cover of tall grasses and reeds, timing their movements to the inevitable arrival of prey at the water's edge. Each waterhole becomes a dynamic arena, where the drama of survival unfolds with every visit. Red-billed quailias descend in synchronized flocks, their collective motion a spectacle as they drink and bathe in fleeting safety. Warthogs lower themselves awkwardly, snouts submerged, while giraffes must splay their legs wide, exposing themselves to danger for a few precious mouthfuls. Beneath the surface, catfish and frogs bide their time, their life cycles synchronized with the seasonal rhythms of rain and drought. Marabou storks patrol the muddy banks, scavenging for remnants left behind by the night's activity, ever adaptable in their search for sustenance. As the dry season progresses, the struggle for access intensifies, and only the most resourceful endure. Oryx, adapted to arid conditions, extract moisture from dew and vegetation, allowing them to traverse vast distances away from the crowded waterholes. Hippos, as water recedes, become fiercely territorial, defending shrinking pools with powerful displays and aggressive confrontations. Every movement on the savanna is dictated by the presence or absence of water, shaping the strategies and behaviours of all who dwell here. The contrast between lush waterholes and parched earth is a stark reminder of the delicate balance that governs life in these plains. From insects skimming the surface to towering mammals, the quest for water unites all forms of life in a complex web of interdependence. In every ripple and every drop, the story of survival is etched, an enduring testament to the power and fragility of water in the wild savanna. Dawn breaks over the endless savanna, painting the tall grass with gold, heralding a day filled with both opportunity and danger for the youngest creatures beneath its vast sky. As the first rays touch the earth, newborns emerge from the safety of their dens and nests, blinking into the light, their senses awakening to a world that demands constant vigilance. Each birth is a moment of hope and uncertainty. For a baby wildebeest or antelope, the first trembling steps are a race against time, as predators are drawn to the vulnerable and the weak. The camera lingers on a newborn wildebeest, its legs quivering as it struggles upright, instinct urging it to rise and move before danger finds it. Driven by survival, the calf stumbles toward the herd, knowing that even a brief separation can spell disaster in this unforgiving land. In the dappled shade of an acacia thicket, a lion cub peers out, its blue eyes wide with a mixture of curiosity and caution, absorbing every movement and sound. Playful wrestling among siblings is more than mere amusement. It is essential training, honing the skills of stealth, strength and coordination that will one day determine their place in the pride. Beyond the safety of the den, the savanna teems with hidden threats. Every shadow could conceal a predator, and every rustle in the grass is a potential warning. Jackals and hyenas patrol the margins, their senses finely tuned to detect the faintest sign of weakness or opportunity among the young. Under the relentless African sun, a mother elephant becomes a living shield, her massive form casting a protective shadow over her calf. Offering respite from the heat, and the ever-watchful eyes of predators. At the waterhole, the young elephant's trunk fumbles awkwardly, splashing and probing as it learns the delicate art of drinking, a skill mastered only through patient observation and repetition. Each day is a lesson. The calf watches the adults, learning to interpret the silent signals of the herd, to find hidden water sources, and to recognize the subtle scent of danger carried on the wind. Elsewhere, a cheetah cub lies motionless in the tall grass, left alone while its mother hunts. Its survival depends on stillness and camouflage, blending seamlessly into the golden blades. The camera closes in on the cub's dappled coat, a fragile shield against the prowling eyes of predators that roam the savannah. Hours pass in silence. Hunger gnaws at the cub's belly, but movement could betray its presence. Patience and stillness are its only defences. In the tangled brush, a troop of baboons moves with purpose. The youngest cling tightly to their mothers' backs, wide-eyed as the world rushes past, learning the routes and dangers of their territory. Across the plains, the odds are daunting. The sheer scale of the savannah means that every young life is a story of chance and adaptation. Only a small fraction of the young will survive their first year, each one facing a gauntlet of challenges from the moment they are born. The weather itself is a formidable adversary. Torrential rain can bring sudden floods, while drought forces herds to embark on perilous migrations in search of dwindling water. Disease and injury are constant threats, and the ever-present predators are quick to exploit any sign of weakness among the young. Yet the savannah is a crucible of resilience. Those who endure grow stronger, their instincts sharpened by adversity and their bodies toughened by the elements. Under the watchful eyes of their elders, calves, cubs and chicks practice the skills they will need, learning to run with the herd, to hide from danger, and to forage for food. As dusk settles, giraffe calves are silhouetted against the fiery sky, their necks entwined in gentle sparring, a rehearsal for the battles and bonds that will shape their adult lives. In the wild heart of Africa, every sunrise and every shadow tells a story of survival, each trembling step a testament to the courage of the young. For the young of the savannah, each day is a relentless trial and a hard-won triumph, a living proof of the enduring spirit that defines life in this untamed world. As twilight deepens over the savannah, a tapestry of life emerges, woven together by invisible threads of dependence, rivalry, and cooperation. Here, survival is not merely a solitary pursuit, but a complex dance of relationships between species, each one shaping the fate of the other. A herd of zebra grazes alongside wildebeest, their stripes and movements blending into a living mosaic. Together they form a formidable alliance, zebra with their sharp eyesight and wildebeest with their keen sense of smell. By sharing vigilance, they act as an early warning system, detecting predators long before danger strikes. The camera pans to a group of alert impalas, ears twitching as they watch the larger herds for any sign of distress, each species borrowing the senses of another to increase their chances of survival. Nearby, a flock of oxpeckers flutters down onto the broad backs of a buffalo herd. With delicate precision, the birds pluck ticks and parasites from thick hides, feasting on pests while offering relief to their massive hosts. This partnership, forged over millennia, is a delicate balance. At times, the birds pick at wounds, blurring the line between helper and opportunist. In the shadows, a troop of vervet monkeys moves through the acacia canopy, scattering seeds and fruit pits as they travel. Below, antelope browse on the tender shoots that sprout in their wake, benefiting from the monkeys' unwitting gardening. The camera lingers on a dung beetle, rolling its prize across the earth, transforming animal waste into nourishment for the soil, fueling new life in the grasslands above. Yet not all relationships are peaceful. A pride of lions stalks the edge of a waterhole, their movements mirrored by a wary herd of buffalo. The tension between predator and prey reverberates through the ecosystem, each chase, each escape, shaping the genetic legacy of both hunter and hunted. Scavengers, like hyenas and vultures, linger at the periphery, ready to claim their share, ensuring that nothing is wasted in the endless cycle of life and death. As dusk settles, the camera rises above the plains, revealing the intricate web of connections, mutualism, competition, predation, binding every creature to the next. In the savannah, no life stands alone. Every action ripples outward, every species shaping and being shaped by the others. This is the true heart of the wild, a living network of relationships as dynamic and enduring as the land itself. With the sun's relentless gaze, the savannah transforms. Each year, the rhythm of the seasons orchestrates a sweeping change, dry and wet, scarcity and abundance. As the rains recede, golden grasses bleach beneath the cloudless sky. Waterholes shrink, their muddy banks crowded by desperate herds. Elephants, ancient architects of the plains, dig into the parched earth with their tusks, unearthing hidden reserves of water. Their efforts sustain not only their own families, but also antelope, warthogs, and countless smaller creatures drawn to these life-giving wells. The air shimmers with heat. Dust devils spiral across the cracked ground, while predators adapt their strategies to the thinning cover. Lions rest in the meagre shade, conserving energy for the long, hungry nights. Prey animals grow lean and vigilant, their survival hinging on every decision. The camera lingers on a lone giraffe, stretching for the last green leaves, its tongue deftly navigating the thorns. Then, as if on cue, the sky darkens. Clouds gather, heavy with promise. The first drops fall, soaking the earth and transforming the landscape in a matter of days. Grasses erupt in lush green, rivers swell and overflow, and the savannah teems with new life. Wildebeest calves and zebra foals stumble to their feet, joined by a chorus of newborns across the plains. Insects emerge in clouds, drawing flocks of birds to feast on the bounty. The rains bring risk as well as renewal. Stealthy crocodiles lurk beneath the swollen waters, and disease-carrying insects proliferate in the damp heat. Yet, for most, the season of abundance is a time to thrive and recover from the hardships of drought. Above it all, the cycles of wet and dry, feast and famine shape the destiny of every creature. The pulse of the savannah beats in time with these ancient rhythms, each species finely tuned to nature's ever-changing song. With each passing season, life adapts, endures, and prepares for the next turn in the endless dance of survival. When the rains fail and the land tightens its grip on every drop, the savannah becomes a crucible of endurance. Survival depends not just on strength or speed, but on ingenious adaptations honed over millennia. A close-up reveals the cracked, sun-baked earth, its fissures a testament to the relentless drought. Herds of impala move in tight formation, selecting only the most nutrient-rich shoots left behind. Their selective grazing minimizes energy spent and maximizes every precious calorie. In the sparse shade of an acacia, a pride of lions lies motionless, their breathing shallow. They hunt less often, conserving energy by waiting for prey to come near the dwindling waterholes. Each calculated movement is a gamble. Expend too much energy and the balance tips towards starvation. Elsewhere, a family of elephants treks miles each day, led by the matriarch's memory of ancient water sources. Her knowledge is vital. She guides the herd to subterranean springs, where their powerful trunks shovel away layers of dust and stone to reveal hidden moisture. Their persistence sustains not only themselves, but also a procession of smaller creatures that follow in their wake. Above, a flock of quailias, tiny but innumerable, takes to the sky, migrating vast distances in search of oases. Their synchronized flight patterns confuse aerial predators and allow them to locate resources quickly, a testament to the power of collective intelligence. A solitary aardvark emerges at dusk, using its formidable claws to unearth termites deep below the surface. These insects, insulated from the drought's fury, provide a reliable food source when all else fails. Cameras linger on a warthog kneeling to graze on parched roots, its callous snout digging for sustenance others overlook. Nearby, a pair of ostriches stride across the plain, their physiology allowing them to survive on minimal water, extracting moisture from the hardy seeds they consume. As the drought stretches on, every species reveals its mastery of survival. Some migrate, others burrow, many adapt their diets or change their routines. Each strategy is a thread in the intricate tapestry of life, woven from necessity and resilience, ensuring that when the rains finally return, the savannah's wild heart will still be beating. Beneath the towering grasses and the heavy footfalls of giants, a quieter drama unfolds, one that is essential to the savannah's survival. Here, in the undergrowth and below the surface, insects and small creatures orchestrate the hidden mechanics of the food web. A close-up reveals a bustling column of termites. These master builders construct towering mounds that rise above the plain, their intricate tunnels regulating temperature and humidity. But their influence runs deeper. They decompose fallen plant matter, recycling nutrients back into the soil. This silent labour fertilizes the earth, sustaining the very grasses that feed the herds above. Nearby, a dung beetle rolls its prize across the dusty ground. With unwavering determination, it buries the nutrient-rich sphere, providing food for its offspring and aerating the soil in the process. Each buried ball is a small act of renewal, breaking up compacted earth and enabling new growth. A sudden movement reveals a praying mantis poised in perfect stillness. It is a patient predator, its camouflage blending seamlessly with the dry stalks. In a flash, it snatches an unsuspecting grasshopper, demonstrating the delicate balance between hunter and hunted at every scale. Under the cover of leaf litter, ants swarm in coordinated lines, foraging seeds and scavenging remains. Their relentless activity cleanses the savannah of decay, while their tunnels help water penetrate deep into the ground, nourishing thirsty roots during the dry season. A camera pans to a burrowing scorpion, its armoured body glinting in the fading sunlight. Emerging only at night, it preys on insects and small vertebrates, its role vital in regulating populations and maintaining ecological harmony. Tiny as they are, these creatures form the foundation of life on the savannah. They are pollinators, decomposers, predators, and prey, each one a crucial link in the chain. Without their unseen efforts, the grand spectacles above would falter. The savanna's resilience, its cycles of growth and renewal, depend on the silent industry of its smallest inhabitants. As dusk settles, the chorus of crickets rises, a reminder that the pulse of the savanna is set not only by lions and elephants, but by millions of tiny architects working tirelessly beneath our feet. As the sun slips beneath the horizon, a transformation sweeps across the savanna. Shadows deepen, and with them emerge the night's most elusive hunters, predators evolved to thrive in darkness. The camera glides over a moonlit plain, revealing the glowing eyes of a spotted hyena. Its acute night vision pierces the gloom, while specialized cells in its retina, called tapetum lucidum, reflect faint light, amplifying every movement in the dark. The hyena's powerful jaws and keen sense of smell allow it to locate prey or scavenge remains across vast distances, turning the cover of night into its greatest ally. Elsewhere, a serval cat slinks through the tall grass, its oversized ears swiveling like satellite dishes. Every rustle is magnified. The serval can pinpoint the faintest squeak of a rodent beneath the soil. Suddenly it pounces, launching itself in a high arc, an acrobatic strike perfected by generations of nocturnal hunting. The camera shifts to an African barn owl perched silently on a low branch. Its feathers are edged in soft, serrated fringes, muffling every beat of its wings. With ghostly precision, it swoops down, snatching an unsuspecting shrew from the undergrowth, all but invisible in the moonlight. A pride of lions stirs under the cover of darkness. Their tawny coats blend into the muted landscape, and their padded paws muffle their approach. In the cool air, lions become tireless, stalking herds of zebra and wildebeest that are less alert at night. The pride's coordinated strategy unfolds in silence, each member reading subtle cues, each movement a testament to the power of teamwork honed by the demands of nocturnal survival. Meanwhile, a side-striped jackal navigates the starlit terrain, relying on acute hearing and a remarkable sense of smell to track insects and small mammals. Its cautious steps reveal a world alive with hidden dangers and fleeting opportunities. Above, a bat flutters, weaving through the darkness. Using echolocation, it maps its environment with bursts of high-frequency sound, detecting the flutter of moth wings or the movement of beetles invisible to the naked eye. Each predator is shaped by the night, eyes widened, senses sharpened, bodies streamlined for stealth and surprise. Their presence keeps the savanna in balance, ensuring that life continues its eternal dance even when darkness reigns. As dawn approaches, the night's hunters retreat to their hidden lairs, their secrets safe until the sun once again gives way to the mysteries of the savanna after sundown. Beneath the endless sky, a hidden force shapes every moment on the savanna water. In this arid landscape, each droplet is precious, each puddle a lifeline. The camera sweeps across a parched riverbed, its cracked earth a testament to the relentless sun. Yet when the rains finally arrive, the transformation is immediate and breathtaking. Torrents surge through dry channels, filling waterholes and painting the plains in vibrant hues of green. Elephants, the architects of hydration, carve paths to distant springs, their trunks probing for moisture beneath the surface. Their movements dig new channels, helping water reach far corners of the plains. Herds of wildebeest and zebras follow these trails, converging at newly replenished pools. At the water's edge, hippos wallow, their massive bodies cooling in the life-giving liquid, while crocodiles lie in wait, masters of patience and stealth. But water's influence extends far beyond the obvious. Underground, aquifers store reserves tapped by resilient acacia trees whose deep roots drink from hidden veins. Termites, the tiny engineers of the savannah, build vast mounds that capture and store rainwater, creating microhabitats that nurture countless other species. As the dry season returns, the land contracts. Waterholes shrink, and the competition for access intensifies. Giraffes kneel awkwardly, splaying their legs to sip the dwindling pools, while warthogs jostle for space at the muddy banks. Even the smallest creatures, like dung beetles, depend on moisture to roll their precious cargo, spreading nutrients across the plain. Every cycle of rain and drought weaves a complex pattern of survival. The timing of births, migrations and hunts all hinge on water's unpredictable rhythm. When the balance falters, when droughts linger or floods overwhelm, even the most resilient inhabitants are tested. Yet the savannah endures, its life bound to the ebb and flow of water. Each season's pulse sustains intricate webs, fueling growth, renewal, and the promise of tomorrow. In the dance of predator and prey, in the silent labour of insects, and in the towering presence of ancient trees, water remains the invisible thread connecting all. As the sun rises on another day, dew sparkles on the grass, a reminder that every drop sustains a world of wonder. An eternal cycle, fragile yet enduring, at the heart of the savannah's story. As dawn breaks over the golden savannah, a distant chorus rises, a fleeting symphony carried on the wind. High above the plains, thousands of wings beat in unison, tracing invisible highways across continents. These are the migratory birds, tireless travellers whose journeys span vast distances, connecting distant lands to the heart of Africa. The camera follows a flock of amur falcons, their slender silhouettes slicing through the sky. Each bird navigates by the sun, the stars, and an ancient memory etched deep within. For them, the savannah is both a sanctuary and a crucible, a place of rest, renewal, and relentless challenge. As the flocks descend, the camera glides over shimmering wetlands where the first arrivals feast on a bounty of insects stirred by recent rains. Yet abundance is fleeting. With each passing day, the pools recede and the competition intensifies. Storks and sandpipers jostle for prime feeding grounds, their slender beaks probing the mud for hidden morsels. In the acacia groves, smaller migrants, warblers and bee-eaters, dart between branches, snatching up flies and beetles. But danger is ever present. Raptors patrol the skies, their keen eyes searching for a moment's weakness. Even a brief misstep can turn the journey into a perilous end. The savannah's unpredictable weather poses another trial. Sudden storms can scatter flocks, forcing birds to seek shelter amid thorny shrubs or dense grasses. Some are caught in the open, wings battered by wind and rain, each droplet a test of endurance. As the dry season tightens its grip, water becomes scarce. The camera lingers on exhausted birds gathered at a shrinking pool, their feathers ruffled and eyes wary. Here the strongest survive, while the weary face a final silent struggle. Yet amid adversity, resilience flourishes. The camera pans to a flock of swallows, weaving intricate patterns above a termite mound, their flight synchronized with the emergence of winged insects. Each bird plays a vital role, dispersing seeds, pollinating flowers, and shaping the ecosystem with every beat of their wings. When the time comes, the sky fills once more with motion. Guided by instinct, the birds rise above the plains, embarking on the next leg of their Odyssey. Their silhouettes fade into the horizon, leaving only a whisper in the wind, a promise that, against all odds, the cycle will continue. In the ever-changing tapestry of the savannah, the migratory birds are both guests and guardians, a testament to endurance, adaptation, and the unbreakable threads that bind all life beneath the endless sky. Beneath the endless expanse of grass and sky, a silent partnership unfolds, one that anchors every living creature to the land. The savannah's tapestry is woven not just from animal movement, but from the enduring resilience of its plant life. Each blade of grass, each gnarled acacia forms the foundation upon which survival depends. The camera sweeps low over rolling plains, revealing waves of golden grasses stretching to the horizon. These grasses are more than mere scenery. They are the lifeblood of the savannah, fueling vast herds of grazers like zebras, wildebeest, and gazelles. Their roots sink deep, binding the soil against wind and rain, storing precious moisture through the harshest droughts. A close-up reveals the delicate dance between grazers and greenery. As antelope nibble the fresh shoots, they trim the grass, encouraging new growth and preventing the land from choking beneath its own abundance. In turn, their hooves aerate the soil, pressing seeds deeper and creating pockets for rain to collect. The scene shifts to the iconic acacia trees, their thorny branches reaching skyward. Elephants lumber into view, stripping leaves and snapping branches with practiced ease. Their feeding shapes the very architecture of the savannah, opening up clearings for sunlight to reach the ground and for new plants to take root. Birds gather in the canopy, feeding on insects stirred by the elephant's passage, while giraffes delicately pluck tender leaves with their long tongues, browsing where others cannot reach. Beneath the soil, a hidden world pulses with life. The camera dives underground to reveal an intricate network of roots and fungal threads. Here, plants communicate and share nutrients, forging alliances that help them withstand drought and disease. Termites tunnel through the earth, breaking down fallen wood and returning vital minerals to the roots above. As the seasons turn, wildflowers burst into bloom, attracting a kaleidoscope of pollinators, bees, butterflies and sunbirds, each drawn by colour and scent. Their quest for nectar ensures the next generation of plants, spreading pollen from blossom to blossom and stitching the fabric of the savannah ever tighter. Finally, the lens lingers on a cluster of fruiting trees. Monkeys leap from branch to branch, scattering seeds in their wake, seeds that will one day sprout, continuing the cycle. Every animal, from the smallest ant to the largest elephant, plays a part in shaping this living landscape. In the savannah, survival is never solitary. The fates of plant and animal are bound together in an unbroken chain, a testament to the power of connection, cooperation, and the enduring strength of nature's design. As dawn breaks over the savannah, a subtle unease haunts the golden light. The landscape, once defined by predictable rhythms, now faces an uncertain future shaped by the invisible hand of climate change. The camera glides above cracked, sun-baked earth, where grasses struggle to rise through parched soil. Rainfall patterns, once a reliable metronome, have grown erratic. Torrential downpours carve deep scars across the plains, followed by searing months where the sky offers nothing but relentless sun. Herds of wildebeest, drawn by instinct to ancient migration routes, arrive at waterholes that have vanished, leaving only dust and the faint memory of life-giving pools. Elephants, forced to roam ever farther, press deeper into the scrub, their great footprints marking the desperate search for sustenance. The camera lingers on a lone acacia tree, its leaves curled and brittle, roots exposed by shifting soil. Even these hardy sentinels falter under the twin pressures of drought and rising temperatures. In the distance, a wildfire rages, a wall of orange and black devouring grass and brush. Once a vital force for renewal, fire now comes too often, too fiercely stripping the land bare before seeds can take hold. Birds wheel overhead, searching for unburned refuge, while small mammals scurry through the ashes, their burrows exposed to the elements. The balance among predators and prey begins to unravel. Lions, weakened by hunger, stalk ever smaller territories, while their prey scatter in unpredictable directions, driven by the erratic pulse of rain and regrowth. The camera dives beneath the surface, revealing termite mounds hollowed by heat, their builders struggling to maintain the delicate equilibrium of soil and nutrients. Even the microscopic world is not spared. The intricate fungal networks that once connected root to root are fraying, unable to cope with repeated cycles of drought and flood. Pollinators, confused by shifting seasons, arrive too early or too late, their symphony with the wildflowers falling out of tune. The savanna's tapestry, so long resilient, now shows signs of fraying at the edges. Yet within these trials, glimpses of adaptation emerge. A zebra foal, born in the shadow of drought, learns to graze on tougher, less nutritious grasses. A flock of quelea birds shifts its nesting grounds, following the faint green thread left by an isolated storm. As the sun dips below the horizon, the savanna is cast in a new, uncertain light. The web of life endures, but it is stretched thin, caught between the memory of old seasons and the challenge of those yet to come. In this changing world, every life must adapt or risk being lost to the shifting sands of time. As the first rays of morning pierce the horizon, a quiet transformation stirs across the savanna. The camera sweeps over a mosaic of restoration, young saplings dotting the once barren soils, their tender leaves trembling in the breeze. Among the grasses, hidden sensors blink softly, silent sentinels gathering data, guiding the hands of conservation from afar. In the shadow of a weathered baobab, a herd of antelope grazes peacefully, protected by newly established wildlife corridors that bridge fragmented habitats. The camera follows a river's gentle meander, its banks stabilized by native reeds and grasses, part of a living shield against erosion and flood. Along these revitalized waterways, the footprints of elephants and buffalo mingle, evidence of safe passage restored. Above, a flock of vultures circles, their numbers slowly rebounding thanks to the removal of toxic pesticides from the ecosystem. The camera lingers on a pair of cheetah cubs resting in the cool shade of a thicket, beneficiaries of predator-friendly ranching that allows wildlife and livestock to coexist on shared lands. Beneath the surface, the lens reveals a hidden world coming back to life. Termites busily rebuild their mounds, aerating soil enriched by carefully managed grazing rotations. Mycorrhizal fungi, once diminished, weave new threads beneath the roots, reconnecting the underground web that sustains the savanna. In the distance, controlled burns sweep across the grassland in neat, strategic lines. No longer the unchecked inferno of drought years, these fires mimic the natural cycles that shape the land, clearing old growth and making room for the next generation of plants. As the smoke lifts, green shoots emerge, drawing herds of grazers to the fresh bounty. The camera closes in on a cluster of wildflowers, their petals bright against the earth. Bees and butterflies, guided by native plantings and the return of seasonal cues, resume their ancient dance of pollination. Everywhere, signs of resilience and renewal take root. The future of the savanna is not written in stone, but in the actions that ripple through its living tapestry. Through science-guided restoration, protection of keystone species, and the careful mending of ecological connections, hope grows, quiet, persistent, and vital. As dusk settles, the savanna breathes with a new rhythm. The camera rises above the plains, revealing a landscape not only surviving, but slowly healing. In this evolving world, every effort sown is a promise that the wild heart of the savanna may yet endure, for generations still to come.